Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to My Orchid Adventures, also known as MOA All the Way. Now, what this episode is going to be about is this particular orchid that is so absolutely phenomenal, so absolutely incredible, and just an amazing orchid. And I had to do this video because you know what? Tonight is going to be my last night with this orchid before it leaves my hands and it goes on to its adventure to its new owner. Mr. Josh Peterson, who is the lucky winner of the orchid, also a fellow eBayer and a friend. Congratulations to you. And I do have to tell you, Josh, you don't know how badly I wanted that orchid, and you don't know how close it was that I kept it. But you know what? I am absolutely happy that that orchid is going to you, and I am positively sure that you will enjoy the orchid. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you exactly why you're going to enjoy the orchid so much. Now, as you guys know, about a week ago, I did start my new adventure and career move to start selling orchids right on eBay, of which I did. And this orchid actually was one of those orchids. Unfortunately, you guys do not know how bad I want to keep this orchid. It is absolutely ridiculous. But I have to tell you, when I did start my eBay adventure, I made a deal with my husband, and he was fully supported 100% and was willing to back me in what I needed to start this eBay adventure, just as long as I made one particular promise to him. And that promise was that I couldn't get high off of my own orchid supply, okay? And it is so hard and so difficult for me not to allow my orchid addictive ways to get in the way, okay? Because I've had so many orchids that I did not want to give up. But of course, I also want to, again, start a new career adventure in many different opportunities, and I definitely have to make these hard choices. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the orchid, and you're gonna see exactly why I really don't wanna give this one up. And this particular orchid is an Aeranthes Hsing-ying Ramosa, and it's a Grandosa Hsing-ying crossed with a Ramosa Hsing-ying. And here it is, folks, right here. You see it. And as you can see, it is a pretty good size Aeranthes right here, definitely mature enough to bloom. And as you can see, it is pretty healthy as well. And I want to show you exactly what makes this Aeranthes so incredibly unusual, very unique, and so phenomenal. Okay, so you're wondering what is so phenomenal about this orchid right here? Well, what's so phenomenal is its amazing spike. So where is the spike? Do you see it? Do ya? Well, do you see it now? That's right, that's the spike right here. It is a very wiry, almost thread-like spike. And let me go ahead and take you a little bit out, because the spike is actually wrapped around this flower spike right here, all around it. Do you see it? Yeah, because it is so long. I want to give you guys a visual of how long its spike is, and you will begin to understand why this orchid is so amazing. Okay, well, here we are at the end of the spike. Right here, you see it? And if we follow the spike, go all the way down, 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 down. Oh my gosh, that is where the plant is. And as you can see, this spike is very, 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 very long. 5 feet long, as a matter of fact. Oh my gosh, if that isn't amazing enough for you, I don't know what is. But it gets even more fabulous. Let's check it out. Now, taking a look at this Aeranthes, you would actually assume that this has several spikes, as you can see right here. But in actual reality, this Aeranthes right here only has but one spike. But it does have the capability of producing multiple branches off of this one spike, giving it the capability of actually producing flowers off of the end of each branchlet, which makes it fabulous. But guess what? The fabulousness does not stop there, folks. And if we take a look at the end of one of the branchlets, we will actually see one of the amazing buds that have blossomed. And we should note that these flowers will bloom one after the other, making this orchid a sequential bloomer. And right here is quite a perfect example, as you see the bud right here that will come into bloom. But take a look right behind it. You are also seeing another bud beginning to form. So soon after this will fade, after it blooms, this will also come in its place. So one bloom right after the other, and this can actually bloom off of the same spike or branchlet for several years. So do not cut the spike ever, ever, ever. Unless, of course, it turns brown and it is completely dead. Other than that, do not do it because it will continue to bloom for you. And I would actually be such a horrible person if I didn't show you a close-up on how fabulous and amazingly shaped this bloom is. So unique and so beautiful. You can look at it from any angle and see the uniqueness of how this bloom is formed. Absolutely spectacular. And also the color on this is quite superb. It's that alba green, but not just an alba green, it has a frosty, creamy color. And what's so amazing about this is that it is also semi-transparent. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. And here we are, folks. And as you can see, the sun is actually backlighting this blossom right here. But instead of it being darkened through the blossom, you're actually seeing a whole lot of light coming through there. Again, that translucentness of this blossom is simply amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and give yet another example. Right here you see a stick, and there goes the blossom. And all I'm going to do is put the stick right behind the bloom. Do you see that? Do you see the translucentness right there? Yeah, that's how amazing this orchid is. That frosty glaze, you can even see it through the petals. Right there. How amazing is that? And that's why I love this bloom so much. That frosty glaze of alba green right there. Quite amazing, wouldn't you say? And there you have it, folks. This is an Aeranthes ramosas wrap. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to another orchid adventure with me, Maria Young. And if you guys have ever purchased orchids online, please let me know exactly what were your favorite orchids that you did purchase. And if you have any orchids that are on your wish list, I would like to know that as well. So please be sure to post those comments below. As you guys know, I am an eBayer selling some fabulous orchids right on eBay. If you guys want to check me out and also follow me, you can find me under the ID of My Adventures. And also I'm going to go ahead and place that link below, so it'll take you there in the description area. Just click on that link and you will be within my site. And speaking of my eBay site, I want to let you guys know I will be updating my supply every 1 to 2 weeks, just depending on exactly how fast the orchids are moving. But know that I will continuously have a new supply for you. So definitely check me out. Again, eBay ID is My Adventures right on eBay. And of course, you guys know I am also on Facebook at My Orchid Adventures. And if you guys want to write me or send me a letter, you can do it at the address right here. And I'm hoping you guys liked this video. If you did, 2 green thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe with me. I have so many adventures that I want to share with you. And that is about it, folks. I do love you all. Mwah!